video. I hope you're all well. This is season 4 sales, so let's see what we've got, who we've let go. It's 20th of June 2025. Team's still pretty strong. Not many outgoings, I don't think, but we've promoted a few youngsters to kind of bolster the squad a bit. Varann's still in there, obviously, but he's getting old. Casemiro is now. Luke Shaw, again, they're all getting a bit old now. I need youngsters coming through, which is what we're starting to get with Stevens, Christie, Evans. Obviously, we looked in the last video with Hansen, Aaron, Garnacho. He's looking even better now. You know, he's got to be a world-class player. Hansen, Aaron is definitely world-class. Brilliant player. Tony Evans, he's got massive potential, I think. I'm really excited about this. Christie, actually, I think he's going to be a very good player for us, both at left wing back and at centre mid. And we've got Gareth Stevens, who could be a really good player as well. I'm not keen on the fact that his shooting's not very good. But apart from that, I think he looks a really solid player. So if we're going into the tactics, you can see we've tweaked it a little bit with Garnacho now as the complete forward on spot, I think, rather than like a deep line forward. And we've got Rashford and Alanga will probably start. I think that's because Fernandez is injured, maybe, or suspended. And Iqbal, Casemiro, Anthony, Williams, Shaw, McTominay, Varane. We've obviously got Sancho come into that. Hansen, Aaron, who we've talked about, Hannibal, Fernandez, obviously Henderson in goal. So this is the team I believe that I'm taking into the Club World Championship. So we have got a few people out on internationals, got a few people injured, so it's not the strongest 11. Here's the tactics. So we've got, if we go into transition, we're rolling it out, we're counter press. In possession, we play our defence, work ball in the box, high tempo, fairly narrow. Out of possession, we're high press, standard defensive line, pressing much more often, prevent short keepers, distribution, and get stuck in, which gets quite a lot of injuries, gets quite a lot of yellow cards, so sometimes you will have to take that off. Just keep an eye on it. So looking development centre, there's no one in there, which is quite worrying, but we have promoted quite a few of them to the first team, so maybe that's why. Got a few of them out on loan, like Manu, Fernandez, Gerardo, Shoretire. These are really good players. I'm liking Shoretire and Manu, actually. I think they could do very well for us. Defensively, we're a little bit short, but, we'll see. We've got a good goalie. I'm just trying to find him here now. In Rory Chambers, I believe, who I think looks really good. I think he could be the one who takes over from Henderson in maybe 3-4 years' time, possibly. We'll see how he progresses. So if going to finance is brilliant. 237 million. That's, it's going up every season. We're kind of settled into about 3.5 million on the wage budget. The projection looks brilliant. Net debt, lowest it's ever been, 116 million. Another season and we're out of debt, basically, I think. That's really good considering where we started, 923 million, I think it was at one point. So, almost $1 billion. So we've took off a lot there. So we've got the season preview 4th, which is a step up. Normally we're 5th, but we are joint with Arsenal 16-1. We should outperform that, I think. I think there's a good team now. We'll do a lot better. We have played one Club World Championship game against Wydad Casablanca, I think it is. We had Rashford, Garnacho, Alanga, Iqbal, Casemiro, Anthony, Williams, Shaw, Varane, McTominay, and Kova in goal. I see a lot of people on nationals. I'm going to show you these goals because I want to start getting a bit of gameplay into the videos. So you can see how this tactic plays, how this team plays. I think it's really good, actually, really exciting in some of the games you'll see. Hopefully coming up in future videos as well. So Shaw crossing that into Varane. Brilliant header there. Varane's great from corners. And then we've got back to Varane, into Casemiro, into Iqbal. Iqbal pings one. That's an amazing goal. In off the bar. Williams into Casemiro, back to Williams. And then Anthony eventually puts that away beautifully. That's only the third goal. So then Rashford, Iqbal, Garnacho. Sees Alanga going forward, Alanga plays it in. We're obviously too good for these guys. Crossed in. Is that Varane again? And this is their goal, which I think is actually a really good goal. So, to be fair to Koba, he might have struggled to save that anyhow. So Garnacho down the right, putting in Alanga. Alanga for another? No, feeds Rashford. Oh, back to Alanga. Alanga scores. It's only half time as well. McTominay to Williams to Casemiro. Garnacho's in. Must score. There we go. Brilliant goal. Garnacho's class now. Laird's away. He's been allowed to run far too far into Garnacho, and Garnacho scores. Is that the 8th goal? Yeah, that's the 8th goal. There's your 8-1. I mean, brilliant performance from everyone. Really, you expect that. We're playing a very poor team, but what we will do is I'll show you how we get on against some of the other teams and the better teams, because some really good teams want to get out of the groups in this Club World Championship. So it's not as easy as this game is going to be. So what I'll do is I'll end this part of the video now, but I'll go and play another game or two, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how we got on. Right, here we go. Next game, Atletico Mineiro, I think they call, from Brazil. I think it's the final group game, possibly. Could be the first one out of the groups. Either way, we've got to be favourites, haven't we? So this surely is another win. If we produce anything like we did last time, has to be. Well, let's get into this game. Got a strong team out again. Fortunately, the players haven't been too tired for this competition. Normally, they get quite tired, or they haven't had a lot of training, because it comes at a weird time, doesn't it? When really you should be away on holiday or pre-season. So McTominay back to Varane. Shaw's got the ball in. Hannibal. As you can see, I think the line is pretty much the same we started the last game. In Rashford. On to Garnacho. Oh, nearly. Starting well though. A lot of possession again. Not quite as much as we did against John Book. We've got the ball. Run it down the right. We need to win it back. Shaw does that. To Varane. To Henderson. Setting the play up again. McTominay taking his good old time. Literally nobody pressing him. Varane into Shaw. Hannibal's on the ball. Right, Anthony. This is where really Rashford should start going, but they look to have covered him fairly well there. And Sanarin into Garnacho. He's got some space. And Garnacho scores. Brilliant movement. Brilliant pass. And Sanarin's really good at that pass, actually. Fernandes does that when you play him in midfield as well, which shows how good he is, because they both got that skill of giving that pass. Garnacho's off. Can they stop him? I don't think they can. Keeper saves it though. Really good play by Garnacho. We've got all of this game again here. They haven't had a shot. 70% possession for us. It's the thing as well with this formation. You do get quite a lot of possession, especially against teams that you're a lot better than. Obviously against the bigger teams, you'll still nick the possession. So it's quite a good thing when we're not really possession based. So I think it proves we're winning the ball back quite quickly most times. Varane's made a mistake though, as I say that, and they're in. And they've hit the woodwork almost. Goal of the season did that, so I'm not sure about that. Now Fernandes plays it in. Now Varane heads it over. Varane wins them all the time though. Absolute threat every time. They've had 2 shots. This isn't going well, not as good as it was against John Buck. They're starting to come back into the game here. But I think we can get another goal and we'll be alright. Centre mid's starting to tire a little bit though. McTominay is, which is a bit weak, so I don't think he's done a great deal. He certainly doesn't win the highlights on. Right, that's half time. Not as eventful as the other games. But still time to go and get a second, hopefully a third maybe. We have definitely been the better team. Not a lot, and they've got a corner. It's not good. It's okay, it's gone over everyone. I'm trying to recycle it, but can we get the ball off them? Hit them a counter attack. On Varane, no. Oh, they're going to get a chance here. Wide, luckily. Come on, guys. Let's get one more goal. We'll make it a bit more comfortable. We've got a corner. Will it actually show us it? No. Might have to get some subs on here soon. Here we go. Casemiro in for Hansen Aaron, just shoring up that midfield. I'll have Anthony off for Malacia again. A lot better defensively, Malacia, so that'll help. Martinez on for Hannibal, so again, just another really good defensive player actually, so I think that should help us win the ball back a bit quicker. Maybe lose a little bit of flair moving forward, but I think in this game, we just need the ball really. Here we go, that's on to Rashford, but he loses out. We get the ball back. Yep, McTominay's on it. Right, he's played a lovely crossfield pass on the Malacia there. Into Martinez, into Casemiro, back to Martinez. Rashford's in, gotta be. Oh god. What a miss. Oh dear. Apparently he got no FM23. Flipping Rashford. On that left foot, he needs to improve there. I wonder, do we put him on the right? Fernandes on the left? I don't know. We might have a look at that. Sancho's in here. Come on, no. Ball's bobbing around. Is that a penalty? Ref's not giving anything, so no. And they've got out. Oh, they're in here. They're in here. We need Henderson. Good save by Henderson. Not a great shot actually by them, so a bit lucky there. There we go. A lot of fouls, like I did mention. It does give you a lot of fouls for Varane. Varane's always a threat. He should be scoring there, I think. Right, let's win this. Good win with Tomne, Malacia and Garnacho into Rashford. Best pass on to Bruno. But we can go again. Rashford out to Sancho. Go on, get past your man, Sancho. Whip something in. Into Garnacho. Oh, he scrambled it home. Not the most clinical, but we'll take it. We'll take it 2-0. Gets us comfortable. Hopefully wins the game now. They really need to push forward, so I think we could nick a third here. They are pushing forward. They might score here. Henderson, can he get it? Henderson does save it. Very good save. Played Henderson. Just takes the pressure off the defence there from the corner. Well, it's looking like not as comfortable a victory as I thought, but a victory nonetheless. We might get another chance here. Shaw plays out to Garnacho. Get past his man here. We've got people over. Into Malacia. Marcus Rashford gets his goal eventually. Better late than never. And that's going to be it. Decent play. We were the better team, more possession, better XG. They've had too many shots though there. too many. But let's get to the next one.